At 11:47 on a Thursday night. My phone lit up with 42 missed calls. Not from my wife. From my cousin. The same cousin who stole her from me 6 months earlier. The same man who smiled while sitting beside her at my own daughter's birthday dinner like I was already erased from the picture. And the voicemail he left that night? I still remember every word. "Cole, please pick up. I think she lied to both of us." Behind his voice, I could hear screaming. A woman crying. Then glass shattering. And right before the message ended, someone pounded on a door and yelled, "FBI! Open up!" That was the exact moment I realized two things. First, my ex-wife's secrets were finally catching up to her. And second, the people who betray you usually destroy themselves eventually. You just have to survive long enough to watch it happen. You know what hurts most about betrayal? It's not losing somebody. It's realizing how long they were pretending. My name's Cole Brennan. 41 years old. Own a small diesel repair garage outside Tulsa, Oklahoma. Not rich. Not flashy. Not important. Just consistent. The type of man who wakes up early, pays bills on time, and spends Saturday mornings making pancakes for his daughters. Honestly? I thought that kind of life was enough. Turns out some people see stability as weakness. My wife Vanessa definitely did. We met when I was 26. She worked bartending shifts downtown while studying marketing. Beautiful woman. Confident. The kind of person who made entire rooms rearrange themselves around her energy. Back then, I mistook attention for depth. A lot of men do. We married fast. Too fast probably. But life felt exciting with her. Then our daughters came along. Mila first. Then Harper 2 years later. And for a while, we looked like a normal family from the outside. Birthday photos. Beach vacations. Matching Christmas pajamas. The usual lies social media loves. Meanwhile, inside our house, things slowly changed. Vanessa hated struggling financially. Not normal stress. Actual resentment. Every time bills got tight, she'd compare me to richer men casually. Doctors. Business owners. Investors. And unfortunately, my cousin Grayson fit that category perfectly. Grayson Brennan. Real estate money. Luxury cars. Perfect teeth. The type of guy who treated waiters badly while pretending to be charming. Growing up, Grayson always won attention naturally. Family parties. Football games. Business conversations. Meanwhile, I became the reliable cousin. Dependable men rarely get admired until people need saving. Remember that. At first, Vanessa only joked about Grayson. Why couldn't you inherit his ambition? Little comments. Tiny cuts. Then came the comparisons. Grayson bought another property. Grayson surprised his girlfriend with Paris. Grayson understands how to make money. Honestly? The marriage started dying long before the affair began. Because once somebody stops respecting you, love usually rots shortly afterward. The actual betrayal happened quietly. No dramatic discovery initially. Just emotional distance. Vanessa suddenly protecting her phone. Late marketing meetings. Weekend spa trips. Meanwhile, my daughters started noticing tension too. One night Harper asked me, "Why does mommy smile at her phone more than us now?" Man, that question broke something inside me. Because children always notice problems adults think they're hiding. Then came the dinner. The night everything finally became undeniable. It was Mila's 10th birthday. We rented a small private room at an Italian restaurant. Cake. Family. Presents. Normal evening. Until Grayson arrived wearing a suit worth more than my monthly mortgage payment. And the second Vanessa saw him, her entire face changed. People in affairs always think they're subtle. They're not. Especially not to spouses watching desperately for reassurance. Throughout dinner they kept sharing little private smiles. Inside jokes. Long eye contact. Tiny touches. At one point I watched Grayson place his hand gently against Vanessa's lower back while walking past her chair. Like instinct. Like practice. My stomach dropped immediately. Then I noticed something worse. My mother-in-law saw it too. And instead of looking shocked, she looked nervous. That mattered later. I confronted Vanessa 2 nights afterward. No screaming. No dramatic accusations. Just truth. I asked directly, "Are you sleeping with Grayson?" Long silence. Then she exhaled slowly and said, "You were never supposed to find out like this." Man. I can still feel the numbness from that sentence. Not denial. Not guilt. Just inconvenience. Like I interrupted plans already in motion. The divorce happened brutally fast. Vanessa moved into Grayson's gated lake house within 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And somehow that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was watching my daughters try understanding why their mother suddenly acted like another family mattered more. Especially Harper. She cried every night initially. Meanwhile, Vanessa posted smiling photos online pretending she'd finally found happiness. People really do turn betrayal into motivational quotes now. Crazy world. And Grayson? God. He loved humiliating me. Subtle little power moves constantly. Driving past my garage in luxury cars. Showing up at my daughter's soccer games beside Vanessa. One afternoon he actually smirked and said, "She deserves more than survival mode, Cole." That sentence nearly got my cousin punched in public. But honestly, violence wouldn't have hurt him nearly enough. Life handled that part eventually. About 4 months after the divorce, strange things started happening. Vanessa became paranoid. Constantly checking surroundings. Changing numbers. Picking fights with everyone. Even her mother, Denise, looked terrified half the time. Then one evening Denise showed up unexpectedly outside my garage. Crying. Actual crying. She asked if we could talk privately. And what she told me changed everything. Turns out Vanessa had been hiding massive debt for years. Credit fraud. Fake business accounts. Identity manipulation. Not just from me. From Grayson too. See, while my cousin thought he won by stealing my wife, Vanessa had secretly been using his real estate connections for something much darker. Money laundering through fake consulting invoices. At first I didn't even believe it. Until Denise handed me documents. Bank transfers. Corporate shell names. Forged signatures. Enough evidence to destroy lives. Apparently, Grayson discovered the truth accidentally after federal investigators contacted one of his business partners. And once Vanessa realized people were asking questions, she panicked hard. The relationship became toxic overnight. Constant fighting, accusations, screaming. Neighbors started complaining constantly at the lake house. Then came that Thursday night. The 42 missed calls, voicemails, panic, chaos. I sat in darkness listening while Grayson practically hyperventilated into my phone. Cole, she lied about everything. Then crashing sounds. Vanessa screaming. And suddenly, FBI. Open the door. The voicemail cut instantly afterward. Silence. Honestly? I just sat there staring at my phone for almost a full minute. Not smiling. Not celebrating. Just stunned. Because karma feels surreal when it finally arrives. News spread quickly afterward. Federal fraud investigation. Frozen accounts. Property seizures. Turns out Vanessa had been running financial scams for years using relationships as camouflage. And Grayson? He ignored every warning sign because his ego loved winning too much. That's the thing about arrogant people. They think betrayal only happens to others. A week later, Grayson showed up at my garage looking completely destroyed. Wrinkled clothes. Bloodshot eyes. No confidence left whatsoever. I barely recognized him. He sat across from me in silence before whispering, "You knew she was dangerous?" I answered honestly, "No. I just knew she stopped loving me." Big difference. Then he asked the question that honestly almost made me laugh. "Can you help me?" Help him. After everything. After the humiliation. The smirking. The affair. And for a second, I finally understood something important. Revenge isn't always destroying people yourself. Sometimes it's simply surviving long enough to watch consequences find them naturally. I looked him dead in the eyes and said, "You stole my marriage because you thought my life looked weak." Pause. But peace is worth more than performance, Grayson. Man. He looked absolutely hollow after that. Vanessa eventually accepted a plea deal. No dramatic movie ending. No handcuffs on television. Just quiet collapse. Honestly? That felt more realistic anyway. As for my daughters? Healing took time. Especially trusting people again. But these days life feels calmer. Cleaner. No pretending. No manipulation. No exhausting emotional games. Just peace. And after surviving betrayal like that, peace feels expensive. So if you're listening to this while dealing with heartbreak, humiliation, or somebody who made you feel less than because you weren't rich enough, remember something carefully. The people obsessed with appearances usually hide the ugliest truths. Every single time. And if this story pulled you in, subscribe and stay around for the next one. Because some revenge stories don't end with screaming or violence. Sometimes the most satisfying revenge is watching the people who betrayed you destroy each other without your help.